Good evening, everybody. How goes it? Welcome to another stream. I know we only had the last one a few days ago, but as the game week's finished, I thought we'd have the Sunday one, considering there's not another game week now for a few days. How was everybody's week? Mine's on screen, as you can see. Just the 57 this week, but I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I feel like it could have been a lot worse. $75 Shawnee B. That is a good week. Yeah, on the screen, Hazard now. I have to decide what to do with him. Was 59 points the average, was it? Didn't see that. No, the average, 25. I guess that hasn't updated yet. 53, Kev, you Captain Hazard. Very nice. Well, as nice as it can be when you Captain Hazard. Yeah, Hazard was a bit annoying, then went off on 70 minutes as well. I guess he has to get rid now. I mean, the plan was kind of to do that anyway, so I guess he's helped us out by being bad. Right, let me just try and remember how to pop the chat out. And hopefully we'll have no topless women on this stream. Like last time. Oh, average was 46, yeah. I got 57. Oh, top 10k was 59, fair enough. By the way, how is 62 only 500k? Yeah, it turns out you have. I suppose Sanchez did well. Costa scored again. Chelsea defence. I mean, everyone's got them. Yeah, perhaps dead teams with Firmino. Well, not even necessarily dead teams. Oh, I was going to wait for the page to turn. Might just post. Solid. Bapskate. I don't know what the problem is today. Every game week, the bonus points change after the final whistle. Obviously, sometimes the top person stays top, the person on 2 stays 2, but usually, for every match, there's a change. Every time. I don't know why this week. I guess it's because Sanchez is a popular pick, and Costa was a popular pick, and they lost bonus points, so people are moaning, but nothing's changed. That happens every time. I get that Costa scored, they won 2-0, he's not got bonus. That's a bit annoying. But we know why players get bonus points. If he doesn't do that, he doesn't get them. Simple as that. I mean, what do people think? There's even people saying now that we should go back to the man in the stand, but that wasn't exactly perfect. Remember when Charlie Adam played for Blackpool? He'd get bonus every time. Lose, win, score, assist, it doesn't matter. He'd get bonus points. And I'm not sure that's a good thing either, really. Don't know, I'd like to know your thoughts, really. Yeah, I agree with that. It's FPL accounts do as well. It's not just the official one. People will tweet what the halftime bonus points are. It makes absolutely no difference. It's like a defender keeping a clean sheet and getting no bonus points. They shouldn't just get bonus just because they keep a clean sheet. They've got 4 points for keeping a clean sheet, right? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Swings and roundabouts. You don't always get them. I mean, at one point I thought we were getting the 3 Sanchez bonus points, but I knew it could possibly change. Obviously, it sucks, but he didn't. I watched the game. It's not like Sanchez deserved bonus points. I thought it was pretty bad. I mean, any of us that Captain Sanchez got jammy today. I was actually watching that game on Sky Go, and my mate messaged me that it had a penalty. I was really annoyed because Giroud had gone off. And then I saw that Sanchez stepped up. Then I was worried he was going to miss it. But it's a pretty cool penalty in the end. But does anyone think they should change the bonus points? I just think the official account, shouldn't tweet until it's finished. Don't even say they're not confirmed, because people don't read that. It feels like they're just asking for trouble. Yeah, I don't know if the fact they have to wait until after the game to finalise it is a problem. I mean, it says that in the rules. It says that they might have to wait till after. Oh, there you go. Mark. This is the man we need. Yeah, exactly. It says it in the rules anyway. It says that they'll be changed afterwards. No one has a problem. Well, I don't have a problem with that. Don't know why you would. Happens every time. I feel like the other FPL accounts, do you know what I mean? Not the official one, like all the other, I won't name them, but whoever, moaning about the bonus points, it's because they've had Sanchez captain, which is ridiculous. Shouldn't change the rules just because your player hasn't done very well this week. Like I said, if you watch the Arsenal game, Sanchez was pretty poor. Niall Quinn kept making out like he was playing brilliant, but it wasn't great. He went close a few times, but yeah, that's the only thing I think that should change. They should just not tweet anything until it's finalised. If anything, just to save their own annoyance, really. Like getting all those angry tweets must be annoying. Anyway, bonus points done. Giroud, what am I going to do with Giroud? Keep him, right? He scored in 5 games previous. Got Watford and Hull up next. In the next 3. Don't really see a need to get rid of him. Wasn't great today, but we said on Friday that Burnley don't concede that many. It was a really frustrating game to watch, but Burnley do what they always do and defend well. What's up, TM? I have to make Mark a mod. You might, I don't know, fire me or something. Not let me back on the Scoutcast. Now Mark, like TM, can be a spanner. What's my transfer plans? Okay, so I kind of want to do it tonight and just forget about it, but I feel like with FA Cup and stuff we should wait, because the FA Cup could also tell us more about the double game weeks, and obviously we got the League Cup semi-finals. But initial thoughts is Hazard to Ali. I want a Spurs player for that Sunderland game. I know I should get rid of Mkhitaryan, but it almost feels like when Ibra had Swansea and everyone was getting kind of to the end of their tether with him. I can't get rid of Mkhitaryan before Hull at home. It's just not worth it. But I think Hazard to Ali leaves me like 3 million in the bank. So that means I could make Phillips or Morales, like even Ericsson. Or even Mkhitaryan to Ericsson the week after, and then I'll upgrade Crouch maybe. Play 3-4-3. I don't know really. I think I'm going to. If I look at my team, I think I'm actually going to play Crouch this week and bench Phillips, because Middlesbrough are quite good at home. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet, especially with Berahino around. What's going on in the chat? Chat's busy tonight. Yeah, I agree. I don't see the problem with the bonus points changing afterwards. It's all about Sanchez. There'd be no talk about this if he got 2 or 3. It's ridiculous. Already have Ali. What do you think on Ali Ericsson double up? Yeah, I think that's still good. Especially if you've got a 3-5-2. those fixtures for De Bruyne. Yeah, I've seen people doing a Hazard to De Bruyne. I'd kind of written Man City off, but those fixtures are nice. And doing Hazard to De Bruyne means you kind of keep the team structure in place. Because Hazard in 3 game weeks, I mean, I'd probably say Burnley away is difficult. But then Swansea at home, Watford at home, Palace at home in the next 5, and a couple of okay away games. You might even want Hazard back. Which is why I'm tempted to keep. Oh yeah, the guy who was 58th, Captain Cook, would probably do better than me. He had a pretty good team, but he didn't need to wildcard. It was a strange one. Yeah, James, I was happy that Sanchez got anything, to be honest. That game was so annoying to watch. There's a bit of a cheeky penalty too. Who was the must-have midfielder, but not Spurs or Sanchez? Don't know if there is one, is there? Absolute must-have. That's, I'd say they're probably the 3. Would you take a -8 to make 4 changes if your team sucks? I mean, the fact you got 2 free transfers, I always think a -4 or -8 is easier to justify. If you think it's going to make your team good long term, then sure, why not? Just depends what the transfers will be, I suppose. Yeah, Fozzie, Brunt and McCauley are on fire. I'm loving my Brunt pick. I saw the post on FFS by, is it Demel? About doubling up. Could be good with their fixtures. At least they've now got a clean sheet under their belt. What's my thoughts on Lallana? I'm a bit worried about Liverpool without Mane. And plus their fixtures aren't great. Now that Swansea's gone. Let's have a look. They obviously got Chelsea in the next game. I mean, Holloway's okay, but then it's Spurs at home as well and Arsenal at home. I don't know. I wouldn't be looking to bring him in, that's for sure. Am I selling Hazard? Yeah, I said earlier, I haven't decided yet. I can actually take one more price drop, I think. I got him for 10.1. Yeah, so he's currently 10.4, so I can take another price drop. I will probably get a Spurs mid in because I want a Spurs attacker. I think all 3 of them are good. And I don't want to take out Mkhitaryan for a whole. What do you think of Scott Dan as a differential? Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good goal threat wise last year. I don't know, Palace are just pretty bad. I wouldn't be expecting many clean sheets. I did look at their fixtures though because I was looking at Schlupp. If he's going to be playing a bit higher up, maybe. But yeah, it could be a shrewd pick to be honest. Because he's already scored a couple. And obviously, like I said, we saw last year that he's got scoring potential of 5 goals, so maybe he's due. It's quite a lot of money still though, 5.2. I don't know. Could be a nice little differential. Where am I clicking? Yeah, Schlupp, I don't know. I haven't seen match of the day. I think he played wing back, didn't he? Or he played left midfield. Too much West Ham. I don't know, they're looking good right now. Maybe Payet was the issue all along, bringing the whole team down. I mean, Antonio looks like good value for money. Did we hear anything about Carroll though? Because didn't he come off? I don't know if that was an injury or just precautionary. Didn't actually double check that. Oh, he tweeted seeing is okay. Alright. You have Neom and you want Brunt. Well, I won't say won't say no to Brunt, that's for sure. He's crazy at home. And I think even Pyatt away, Jesus. Middlesbrough away might be an okay fixture because they don't score that many. I'm actually hoping that Brunt will get a clean sheet in that game. Yeah, Ken, we're both talking Pyatt when we shouldn't be. Of course, the Carroll should be away, so he's looking like a good pick right now. Bit annoyed that I got rid of him, but that's the way it goes. You want me to pick two from Ali, Ericsson and Kane? Yeah, that is tough. I like Ali, I think, out of the two midfielders. But they're both great options. Ali seems to be playing so far forward. And I just think going for getting the goal always feels better. Even though Ericsson will probably chip in with 2 assists. I'll probably go Ali and Kane. Depends who you've already got, really. Again, in a couple of game weeks, Costa might be back in all our thoughts. I suppose it depends if you're playing 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. It's probably easier to justify Ali and Ericsson in a 3-5-2. Just because obviously you've got that extra midfield space. Depends who you're using it with. Yeah, Roland, you say like Brunt back on the wing, but I think he's got like 2 assists and a goal at left back in the 2 games he's played left back, so he's got such a good cross. I think he's still on some set pieces when he's playing left back. Yeah, Ali's actually been quite consistent for most of the season. Hasn't been getting like these big hauls until more recently, but even earlier in the season he was doing well. Oh, a fractured skull. That'd be a while out, wouldn't it? For Mason. What do I drink? All sorts. What am I drinking right now? Classic water and blackcurrant squash combo. Tesco's finest. If you could afford any player for this week, is this the week that City have got? Any player, I mean, I think Ibrahimovic is going to do pretty good this week against Hull. Or Sanchez, probably. Yeah, Sanchez or Ibra. I know that's like boring because everyone's already got them, but that's why everyone's got them. Why is that by it? They're playing Hull and Watford. Who's a better option this week? Liverpool playing Chelsea, so I don't think it'd be any of them. Man City against West Ham, I don't want to bet on them just yet. Maybe if it was the Swansea game. I mean, it's down to 5, I suppose. It's Ibra, Sanchez, or one of the Spurs attackers. The Spurs are away, but Sunderland are awful. I don't know. And I'll probably captain Sanchez. The reason I went Sanchez in the end is because I checked the stats at home, and Hazard is better at home, but Sanchez is still very good. Oh, the frog in my throat. Yeah, I must admit I forgot about Spurs vs Sunderland when I was answering that. What's my overall score now? Well, it's better than it was a few weeks ago. 232k, so I went up nearly 20k. I was kind of happy with that, to be honest. Didn't take a hit. Gameweek rank wasn't great. Started off well, but then it went poor. Got lucky with Sanchez. I can't complain of that, really. Chris Brunt keeping me in it again. He's just been awesome. Yeah, I think Kane captain could be good. No, he's away to Sunderland. If it's home, it'd be even better. Not that I think it's going to make much difference, to be honest. Is it time to sell the foe? I mean, I've been thinking that for a while and got it wrong. So, but I think right now the fixture's not about to get worse. Can't remember now. Yeah, Spurs next isn't great. I mean, the problem with him is he scored like nearly half of his goals from the penalty spot. And that's just not going to carry on. You know, out of the next 5 fixtures, Palace is maybe the only okay one. Wouldn't see him scoring loads against Southampton, Everton or City. Depends if you got money to upgrade him, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Like Shawnee says, it's same thing. Too many penalties. No Spurs mids for my team. Yeah, I need one. I just didn't think... Well, not that I didn't need one this week. I just thought I could get away without getting it. Getting one, sorry. Obviously, Ali did okay. I got away with it for the most part. But yeah, I'll be looking to bring in Ali, I think. It's quite a hard one though, Ali or Ericsson. I just think Ali is more likely to score. And I think that's more exciting when you're waiting to see if, you know, if your player scored. To see a goal instead of an assist is just a bit better. Even if Ericsson gets the bonus points to bring him over. What's Anorak tweeting? He's usually good for the old referees and penalties. Oliver now has not... Okay, I'll just link it. This is what Foz is on about. If you want to follow him, I'll link his account. We'll have to wait and see who he's playing against next then. What about Xhaka? Did anyone see the Arsenal game? Did anyone think it wasn't a red card? Because there seemed to be a few people who thought it was a bit harsh. I mean, he didn't really catch him that badly, but the way he went in. Well, Chambers got an assist, didn't he? So I suppose you can kind of see where the bonus came. Yeah, exactly. Jones getting 2 bonus points. Obviously, without looking into why they got them, Jones getting 2 bonus points is surely a bigger shock than Sanchez losing 2. Xhaka's red card was a joke. It's definitely a red for me. Not a red. There you go. See, it's pretty split. Am I keeping Holobas? I think I am. I want Baines in. But when I look at my defence this week, obviously Jones has got Hull. So hopefully that's a clean sheet. Brunt, yes, he hasn't been great away, but I think Middlesbrough's an okay game to play him. And hopefully he'll be back up in midfield. And I'm never going to bench Alonso, so I don't really need to get rid of Holobas. I'm obviously not going to play him against Arsenal anyway. So he's going to miss his other game in the FA Cup. So after that, it's Burnley at home. So if I need him, I could play him then. And I'd probably even be okay playing against West Ham and Southampton if I have to. So I might keep him. Even though I can see exactly why people want to get rid. What's my view on the Sterling penalty shot? It's penalty. But it's like everyone's been talking about. No one's going to give that penalty because he didn't go down. Yeah, exactly. Like Ken said, I think unless you're desperate, you weren't going to play Holobas against Arsenal anyway, so keep him for Burnley. He's still a fairly good price. But yeah, that Sterling one, it was a penalty, just didn't go down, did he? That's why. Yeah, exactly. 2-footed, reckless. So Xhaka had to go. But he did barely touch him. If you see it from one angle, he actually, especially on the initial challenge, he didn't really touch him. Holobas to Holgate. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, that Holgate is going to rely on them playing 3-5-2. I quite like Yoshida as well for 4.2. It's why diving is such a problem. Yeah, exactly. The only way, surely, at this point to get around it is to have video assistance. And at that point, maybe players eventually will stop diving. But at the same time, maybe we can get some penalties given for being fouled but staying on your feet. Is 4-4-2 viable? It could be. I'd like to know if anyone's playing it. I know Apple Bonkers is playing 4-5-1 at the moment. Like, if you compare a 6 million defender versus a 6 million midfielder, then yeah. I mean, someone like Rose versus Morales or Stanislas, he could definitely keep it up. So 4-4-2 could work. I just don't know if I'm going to be the one that tries it. Yeah, Tom Carroll looks good at 4.2. I mean, I assume, considering he was thrust straight into the team, that he's going to keep his place. I'll have to see. Oh, you bench Brunt. Never bench Brunt at home. Seriously, check his scores. I tweeted about enough. They're ridiculous. I mean, he obviously got a clean sheet this time, so it's better. Before, he's been relying on attack and return, so it's probably unlikely he's going to keep up that consistency. But for now, you've got to play him at home. Kane or Ericsson? Yeah, I don't know, because I'm potentially thinking about that, because I could switch back to 3-4-3. It's something I've looked at. I mean, Kane's going to score goals. It's just whether he's worth that money. I think, like, I'm playing 3-5-2. I think if I switch Giroud, I might go for someone like Lukaku. So I would get Ericsson in. But in a 3-4-3, I think I kind of like Kane. Yeah, I've looked at like Hazard to Tom Carroll. This is what I've been thinking. No, he's down the bottom. Was he playing? He was playing number 10, wasn't he? Or have I got him completely wrong? I didn't see the game. I was just reading about him. You'd wait until Swansea show some consistency. Yeah, but if he's 4.2 million, chances are he's going to be your fifth mid, right? In a 3-4-3. So it's not that much of an issue. But I was thinking, I mean, this is the problem with like switching back and forth between 3-5-2 and 3-4-3. Is it's obviously the amount of transfers it takes, so I can afford it. Just whether I want to be able to do it. Oh yeah, already on them. And then that'd leave me 7.4, which would be nice if Walcott could come back. But Giroud could be someone cheaper. This is the problem, it's going to take a while to switch back. I do like Kane. Sorry, always trying to get back to the chat. Yeah, Swansea likely to play in Gameweek 28. We really need to kind of try and wait for the FA Cup fixtures. Because that could play a big part. There's still still a lot of players that could miss out. And we've only got now 6 transfers before that game week, and a possible blank in Game Week 26 as well. Yeah, exactly. Most seasons you'd be delighted to find them nailed on defensive mid for 4.4. That's what Ken says. So yeah, 4.2 attacking mid. Or more attacking mid. Should be pretty good. It's a shame we're not wildcarding for a while. I'm sure it'll go up in price. Nearly had another assist, didn't he? But yeah, if you look here, if they're not going to blank in 28, then this is a pretty nice time to get someone like Sigurdsson in. Burnley at home, Hull away, Bournemouth away, Middlesbrough at home. What's my highest rank in FPL in any season? I don't know if I can tell you that because you might switch the stream off. I'll reveal it to you. Hang on a sec. I should work out. I should do what all the FPL accounts when they tell you what their best ranks are in percentages. Like there, I was in the best 2.3%. So 2 seasons ago, I finished 8492, so top 10k. Then I finished just outside 20, just outside 10, 15, and then a couple of awful seasons. Hoping to get back into the top 10 eventually this year. Still a long way off, but we'll see. Anyone keeping Aguero? Surely. The thing is, if you've bought him back in and you've kept him up until this point, I can almost see a reason to keep now because they have West Ham away and then Swansea at home. But it's gonna be like Ibra for me earlier in the season. You're gonna find it harder and harder to let go. You gotta keep in your head that you are getting rid if he doesn't perform after Swansea. But I can see why you'd want to keep him for that game. And I don't think they have any like Champions League or anything before that game. Could be wrong. But ultimately, he is not worth the money this year. It's because we still don't have someone like Mahrez or Ali or even Kane from the last couple of seasons who's performing week in, week out. There's like Alan did okay for a while, Kapui did okay, Stanislas was the man this week that everyone got. We haven't got that reliable cheap middle forward that I can think of. But we have got a few good value picks at like 8.5, 8.7. So I just don't think Aguero's worth it. I've said last couple of streams now. That's my opinion. Yeah, Phillips has been okay, but only in recent weeks-ish, I think. Or has he been doing it for weeks now? I know he missed a few of his hauls. Yeah, fair enough. He's been fairly consistent. But not at the start of the season. Do you know what I mean? Mahrez, last year, you had him... I had him in from like game week 3 to right at the end of the season. You'll be eating your words when he bangs in a hat-trick. Yeah, but if he bangs in a hat-trick against Swansea, that's what, 5 or 6 games when he's done nothing? So I would have scored better not having him in my team. I mean, Aguero has West Ham away. Ibra has Hull at home. Giroud has Watford at home. Lukaku has Stoke away. I'm still not completely sold on Southampton assets. Because Leicester are pretty bad, so I'd like to see if Southampton can keep up this point scoring before I start. Sorry, not point scoring, actually keep scoring. Because they haven't been doing that. And I'm also not sure that J-Rod is fully nailed week in, week out, given his injury history. Oh yeah, you'd be going nuts if you had Van Dijk. Especially when, for a while, he seemed to be such a good pick ahead of Cedric, and then Cedric finally gets attacking returns. And the clean sheet and 3 bonus, right, I think? If you had Aguero, you wouldn't take a hit. It's always going to be tough to get rid of Aguero for a hit. And obviously, you never actually need to because you can always get any other striker in the game for his price. What's the best 3 to have? I mean, if money's no object, it's probably Ibra, Kane and Costa. I mean, he's back and now scored again. Maybe the next couple of fixtures aren't great, but he's been so consistent. Hey General, how's it going? You mean you're going to switch off before match of the day? Actually, that's a good point. I had to put this stream earlier last week because I forgot the match of the day was on. Someone told me everyone would turn off, which is fair enough. Well, I didn't actually check what time it was on tonight. What the hell. Am I selling Mkhitaryan after Hull? Probably. The thing is, I was looking at my transfers a bit earlier, so I'm looking at Hazard to Ali, which would then give me enough money to do Morales to Ericsson. So then I'd have my 2 Spurs mids, and I'd have Sanchez, and I could still have Mkhitaryan. So if he does well against Hull, I might hold him because we have Watford 2 games after that. So it's Leicester away, not great, and then Watford at home. So if he does something against Hull, I'll probably keep because I'll get suckered in. If he doesn't, I'll be tempted to get rid. It kind of depends if I want to upgrade Giroud or Morales or see. I don't want to get rid of Morales just yet because I obviously got him in for his good fixtures. But the fact he keeps going off early is going to be annoying. Might as well wait until the transfer window closes now. Oh yeah, for Yoshida. Yeah, it's potentially a concern. It depends who you get Yoshida in for. Like if you get Yoshida in for someone like Amat, then I think it's okay because some of us have got 4.1 selling value for Amat. So I mean, just to pay another 0.1 million for Southampton, and potentially nailed on Southampton to end is good. And then if he does get superseded by someone else, then you just bench someone that's worth 0.1 more. It's not the end of the world. Am I a bit worried with United blanking twice? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Jones is fairly cheap and I've got other good defenders. And I can afford Holobas to Baines if I want. And Ibra, everyone's going to have. So, again, benching him is not the end of the world. Mkhitaryan is probably the issue. And like I said, I'm not super attached to him. It all depends what other moves I make, really. The double game weeks will probably be 34 and 37, but nothing's confirmed yet. I think the guys that look into this can also work out the only dates pretty much available. Yeah, Yoshida as a 4th defender could be risky. Am I sticking with Alonso? Yes. I'd be silly not to be honest. I got him for 5.9. Can Pogba be a good option for game weeks? For the next 3 game weeks? I don't know if I'd be bringing him in, to be honest. He could be with the fixtures we got. He's guaranteed minutes. But I don't know. We're still not putting teams away. We're missing too many chances, basically, Man United as a whole, as a team. Then we got the lowest conversion rate for the whole league, which is just crazy. How's it going, Illusions? Am I the only one keeping Hazard? Got a midfielder, Sanchez, Hazard. Wow, Ericsson, Ali, and Phillips. If you don't want any other mid, then fair play, keep him. The other thing is, in like 2 or 3 game weeks, he's got pretty good fixtures again. The main reason I'm getting rid is because I don't really want to get rid of Mkhitaryan before Hull. And I don't have a Spurs mid. You seem set up. Don't feel like you have to get rid of him just because everyone else is. He's still been scoring okay-ish. Maybe you've discussed it already, but are you planning to get Ali Ericsson? Yes. I'm looking at Hazard to one of those 2, and I'll probably get Ali. I'll be honest, I made a video on this a few weeks ago, and I said Ali was the one to get, even though I thought Ericsson was pretty good as well. And I haven't checked the stats since, but I just like the fact that Ali's got goal threat. It's Hazard to Eriksen obvious. I don't know if it's as obvious as we're all making out. And this almost reminds me of when Kane blanked against Burnley, and it was Burnley and Hull, wasn't it? And then a lot of us got rid. Now, if you look back over the last 4 game weeks, he scored 10, 5, 2 and 6, which isn't like amazing by any stretch. What's that, 23 points over 4 games? So it's over 5 points a game. It's just the fact he blanked and went off on 70 minutes, which is super annoying. Again, after Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley, it's Swansea at home, Watford at home, Palace at home in the next 5. Said that earlier. I can see some justification for keeping him, but he's going to drop in price, which is annoying. Like if I had the money to straight up, well, if I had the money to swap Morales, I wouldn't have probably got him. But for my team, I think I'm gonna do it. But I can see why people would keep him. Yeah, exactly. Ali's getting really far forward. I think I saw something earlier that said like for a lot of the games today, or yesterday, sorry, he was ahead of like Kane. I didn't see the game. If he drops 0.3, I only lose 0.1. Yeah, you've also got to take into account someone like me, for example, that wants Ali. He's probably going to rise as well, so losing money that way too. But like I said, your midfield's set. Rumham, I would just go careful about bringing Tom Davies in because I think people are saying when Schneiderlin comes in, which is, I'd say it's going to happen, he might make way. Am I doing the Hazard transfer tonight? I'm tempted, to be honest. The thing is, if Hazard drops, I won't lose 0.1 on the first drop, I'll only lose it on the second. But Ali's going up. There's so many matches to come in this break, I'm not sure. I kind of just want to do it and forget about it. Tweet sent. Oh yeah, I got a few tweets. I'll get to them later. Like right now, the chat's kind of flowing. There's plenty of questions, so I'll stick to the chat for now and check out tweets later. It's quite interesting actually. I've noticed it seems more people watch, or at least watch for a prolonged period, on the stream just after the game week rather than the one just before. I guess the one just before, most people have already made their transfers. It's not a huge difference. I find it kind of interesting that people are tuning in this one. I guess everything's like kind of fresh in your mind, knee jerks on the brain, etc. Ali won't play against Wickham. Yeah, you'd expect Spurs to change it around quite a bit. Oh yeah, it's a Friday. People probably have lives, don't they? Yeah, that's fair enough. Trying to say I've not got a life. Alright, Adam. I can take it. Let's have a look. You've got... Oh, Lallana. Is Baines going up in price tonight? Didn't he already rise? Yes. Nah, he's alright tonight. I think he went up yesterday or the day before. Joseph, you're new. Good to have you on board. Don't forget to sub. Yeah, next deadline is a Tuesday now. I don't know when I'll stream for that. Depends when the press conferences will be. I guess they'll be Monday and Tuesday. So it'll be would be nice to do it on the Monday. But I don't know, because the Scoutcast is on Tuesday. Well, it's probably on Tuesday. What's up, Eddie? Cool, glad you're liking the vids. Yeah, I need to try and make some more videos. I think I'm going to try and stick to that looking ahead one as one that I try and do every week. I kind of like doing that. I also like the format I had for the last one. Like taking the news and just copy and pasting really, but it's kind of handy to have it there on screen. Baines and Coleman, them two are doing bits. Yeah, Coleman look good. I'm always going to go Baines. He's got penalties. There won't be a Scoutcast tomorrow, no, just because of the FA Cup. I mean, on the last Scoutcast, Mark said that we'll probably do it on the Tuesday just after the games, which is bad because every time we do that, we all get pool scores. Who's actually playing on the Tuesday? So I'd love to do one of these live. I was thinking today, can you imagine if you probably don't want to do it when there's just one match on? Imagine if we were doing this as Sanchez got his penalty. Be manic. Oh, there's quite a few teams playing on Tuesday. Obviously, I guess the main ones are going to be Ibra and Lukaku. The ones that won't have played already. We'll have to see. I assume in the Scoutcast will be on Tuesday. It might be Wednesday. Have to find out. Yeah, I was looking ahead actually and thinking, oh, there's a lot of days when everyone's playing at the same time, and then I realised it's just because they haven't rescheduled the matches. Like last day of the season, they'll all play at the same time, so that would probably be a good one to do live, especially if there's a lot riding on it, like rank-wise. How about next Monday? Next Monday for what? Got a looking ahead topic in mind. No, I think looking ahead, I'm going to stick more to the news, basically. Like injury news, transfer news, whatever, stuff like that. If I do premium defenders, I'll do a separate video for that. Like I did the midfield game changes one this week. I did Ali versus Ericsson the week before. I'd like to do 2 a week, looking ahead, and one other. But I don't know if I can keep that up and do the streams every week and the Scoutcast. That's a lot of nights after work spending making videos. Do the Scoutcast on Monday. I doubt it'll be on Monday. I mean, I'll tell you now it won't be Monday. Unless something serious goes wrong. Tuesday is usually the day that fits best for everyone's schedules. Do you think Spurs' defence is less attractive now with Vertonghen out for 6 weeks and Toby also injured? If Toby's injured, I'd be a bit more worried about clean sheets. I think there's probably also a chance they might get to 4-4-2. Or 4 at the back at least. Maybe not 4-4-2, but some 4 at the back variation. But I don't think they're kind of playing down Toby's injury. There's a guy I follow on Twitter. He's like he's a journalist from Belgium, based in London, and he was saying they don't think it's that bad. He came off as a precaution to stop it snapping, so I think he'll be okay. So Spurs defence still looking good, I think. Wimmer at 4.6 million could be an option too. It's probably one that's better for if you're on a wild card. I don't know when I'm going to get a free transfer to bring a Wimmer who eventually have to get rid of. Oh yeah, quick question for you, because I can't see on my end. Did you get, when you loaded the stream, did you get an ad? Poor guy being asked to do 3 streams a week, Scoutcast and multiple videos. Yeah, if we didn't have a job, that would be easy. Could do the videos during the day. But, oh, okay, ad blocker, yeah, that's obviously. I hoping it wasn't going to play, but. Oh, you got an advert, that's weird. Maybe everyone else just run an ad blocker. But yeah, doing that much stuff after work just be a nightmare. Quit my job. No, I like my job. So you need a few more views than I do to quit your job for YouTube. I'm a community manager. Oh geez, it sounds like Mason's really bad. Hope he pulls through. It's really, what's really like strange about that, I suppose head injuries, you always got to be careful, but he kind of, he seemed to like kind of get up straight away, and it was Cahill that was still. I guess that's why you got told to stay down. Oh, sorry, yeah, my score. 57 today. 232k overall I am now. I jumped up from 251. No, I forgot to do a poll again. I really need to do the poll as soon as I set the stream up, because otherwise everyone has to refresh, and that's just annoying. I also need to get some music as well. I need to find music I can play without getting in trouble. That also is not awful. Just something in the background would be good. Right, I'm going to take a look at these. Some of these Twitter questions. I'm just checking that no one has sent me any topless women. Okay, we're looking good, I think. Don't know who sent me one last week, but they got blocked. Silence is golden. Yeah, I suppose that's the thing with music. Some people want it and others will not like it, but I don't know. I think generally it could be good. What would be nice is a new mic that doesn't pick up like me scrolling the mouse wheel. That just annoys me. I'm sure it annoys you. The Rocky theme tune. What do you think? Are you just showing off? 75 points. Looking good. Baines, Brunt and Jones for next week. Nice. Both Spurs mids in place. Good team. Am I glad that went Morales? I'm glad that Stanislas didn't score, because that would have been really annoying. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ken. Just something for the background. I got to be careful though, because if you put anything that's mainstream on, as soon as the video, well, the stream will probably get pulled, to be honest, before the video even starts processing. But yeah, Morales, yeah, see how it goes. Don't think it was the worst buy. Whale music. How about Wales music? Just the national anthem. Any advice here? Ali or Kane to go with Ericsson and Rose? So Ali or Kane? We haven't got any money in the bank. So it depends who you're getting rid of, I suppose. I mean, I know a few people are looking at Hazard to Spurs mids, that could be good. Unless I'm missing something. I certainly won't do Ibra to Kane. So the fact you're playing 3-5-2, so I think I'd prefer Ali. You're tweeting me one of your tags. Oh, tracks, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to play anything now because I need to double check before the stream goes live that it's not going to be copyrighted or anything. Plus, I kind of need a playlist so I don't have to keep messing about putting songs on. Plan to bring Lallana and Diamande to Karen and Davis and Costa. Wow, so they'd have a pretty good front three. Yeah, I mean, you're playing 3-4-3 with Stanislas and Phillips. That's okay for now, but I'd say you probably want to ship one of those two soon enough. I mean, I'd be more tempted to maybe do Lallana to Eriksen, something like that, than bring Costa in. Especially this when he's got Arsenal and Liverpool next. But that's just me. Oh, look at Jack the Cat. I don't think I can help you, Jack, because if I'm correct... Oh, I overtook you. Okay, we can help. Then again, I don't want you overtaking me again. Worth -4 to shift Lallana for Eriksen. -4. I mean, I really like, obviously, Eriksen this week, like everyone. So I'd say possibly. You just never know with Liverpool, do you? But in long term, I'm not completely convinced by Lallana, so I wouldn't say no to that. Plus, if you take a -4, I'll be 4 points ahead of you. Jungle Joe, I'll listen to that afterwards. Oh, you're a DJ / producer. Deep Tech House. We'll have a listen afterwards. Cheers for that. So who's everyone? That's what I should have done actually. Who's everyone captaining for next week? Or who's, I suppose, more? Who's your initial thoughts? Yeah, the goals imminent table did well this week, didn't it? Kane, Sanchez. Has Ibra gone completely out of our thinking now then? He's a bit unlucky to not be in the points again this week. Okay, a few Ibras. Kane to hurt Mark. You might have Kane by next week, who knows? Oh yeah, they're definitely going to be the main ones. Kane, Bradley and Sanchez. I'm just interested in who you guys were looking at. Could be a good intro. Yeah, I'll check it out. I could probably do with a track for the videos I'm doing as well. Just again, something in the background. Nothing too heavy, really. Oh yeah, someone who knows more about Burnley than me. Great at the penalty today when Barnes was on the pitch. Do we know why? Because I thought Barnes was ahead in the pecking order, or do I just have it completely wrong? Van Dijk, Defoe, and Hazard to your Sheila, Ericsson, Costa. I don't know. I don't know if I like bringing in Costa for a hits for the next 2 games. Oh, that's right, Illusions. Yeah, they did share him in the Championship, didn't they? I think I remember reading that at the start of the season in the articles. Joey Barton wanted it, Jesus. Yeah, I saw that about. Oh, I heard that about him being an Arsenal fan. I felt like they were pointing that out so they had something to talk about if he missed. Did he miss on purpose, etc. Another thing I actually saw earlier, which was interesting getting your thoughts on, when people were chatting about how the bonus system should change, they were saying like they want bonus to go, and maybe even captain to go. I mean, it all feels like a little knee-jerk to me. I think if captains get taken out of the game, it just makes it more boring. I mean, sure, it's a nightmare when your captain does bad. If you nail one and you get a great ranking increase, it's brilliant. Bonus to go, yes. Captain, no. Why would you want bonus to go, though? The good thing about bonus is it lets... I mean, if you get rid of bonus, then defenders have even less way of getting points. Kind of just makes it all about attackers then. Which I know we kind of treat it like that anyway. 3 bonus to the man of the match. Brings in defensive midfielders too. The bonus is too inconsistent. But if anything, it's completely consistent because we know exactly what it's given for. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to bring defensive midfielders into the game more. Though I feel it's kind of boring, like waiting for tackles and stuff. Anyway, maybe we talked about bonus too much. Why do I transfer now? Very tempted. What's Ali on? Okay, 100.1. That could potentially be a few wild cards. Could just get Ali in and be done with it. Actually, what do you think about playing Crouch ahead of Phillips? Crouch has Everton at home. Phillips has Middlesbrough away. Is that crazy? Will Berahino come in for him? People are selling Lallana. He seemed pretty high up and a threat. Yeah, I mean, Liverpool always tend to score, don't they? But the fixtures aren't great. Yeah, Matt, that's my only concern really. Will Crouch start with Berahino now there? Would wait and see who plays for them in the FA Cup. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. The only Liverpool I would bank on for those would be Firmino. Yeah, but isn't that just like a... Is that a bit of a knee jerk? I mean, before the game it was Coutinho all the way. And now we're saying Firmino's the one. Is this not the... Is this not just the same as earlier in the season? You pick one and keep one when it comes to Liverpool mids? Or you get none at all? Cedar 3 to SM, yeah, true. Yeah, I should probably just stick to the plan and keep benching Crouch. Lovren probably has to go, doesn't he? at this point. Obviously, it depends what other big transfers you have to make. But potentially, if you get a free one, you could do it. Okay, someone's tweeting me. It doesn't have. Oh shit. Doesn't have Sanchez. You got a lot of money in the bank. Firmino or Hazard to Sanchez? That is a tough one after Firmino's just scored. I'd honestly be more tempted to keep. Oh, but hang on, you surely can't afford Firmino to Hazard and Giroud to Costa. So it has to be Hazard, doesn't it? If you do Firmino, how much does it cost? 10.4, so that's 2 million and 1.5. Yeah, you can't afford both. So it has to be Hazard. Unless I'm missing something. Which I'm sure someone will point out to me in the chat. Lovren to Brunt, yeah, you can't go wrong with Brunt at the moment. But TM, you're not tempted to keep Holobas? For Burnley at home. Dele Alli, do you just do it? It's going to be like Morales the other night. It's going to be squirming, trying to actually click accept. 32% ownership, wow. Seriously, they might want him back there. But maybe he'll be blanking in 28, so... Andy G has 3.5 in the bank. Yeah, but 2 million of that is on Firmino to Hazard. So that leaves 1.5. So that gives him 10 for Giroud, which is not enough for Costa. So it has to be Hazard, I think. How's it going, R2? R2 Carroll. After Burnley, fixtures are not great. Yeah, not if you have to play him every week, they're not, but... I mean, West Ham is... I mean, yeah, okay, West Ham are doing okay at the moment, but... I don't know if West Ham and Southampton at home are the worst fixtures. He's always got a couple of good fixtures in between. Like, Chelsea away is obviously bad. Crystal Palace probably don't want to play him in a away match, but then it's Sunderland and West Brom. So he's always got a couple of fixtures if you can afford to bench him the rest. Just the problem with all the yellow cards he keeps picking up. Ah, okay, Firmino then another plan. Yeah, that's... I mean, there's not really a huge need to get rid of Giroud right now. The question is Hazard a better pick than Hazard? Sorry, did I get that the wrong way around? I don't know. Is Hazard a better pick than Costa? Probably not. Perhaps Firmino's going to find some form now with Coutinho back. It's a tough one. Sanchez looks so bad on the wing. I don't know if he's that bad. He's still only blanked once since that West Ham haul. He's only scored once Giroud has left the pitch. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty annoying. I don't know, he's still doing okay though. To be fair, I haven't actually been tracking how often he's scored a Giroud on the pitch. That is interesting. Just a shame that Giroud couldn't score before he went off. That would have been the ideal. Keeping Sanchez but rethinking the armband. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Arsenal were pretty bad overall. Ramsey looks good. Yeah. The thing is, he started as the pivot, didn't he? But he was on the right so much. It just, don't know. They're missing there, Walcott. Walcott. You got 71 and up to 70k. Very nice. I got 57 up to 230k. Sanchez, 8 shots was more than any other player this game week. But a few pot shots and a lot of blocked ones. How many of those were in the box? There was one where he should have got it on target, but I mean, from what I didn't see the stats, but from watching him, I wasn't that impressed. But we're obviously not going to get rid of him. Bring Ibra in for one game week wonder. Should already have him. The thing we got to think about the blanks. Potentially could be blanking in game week 26 and 28 yet. We have Hull at home, Leicester away, and Watford at home. That's not a bad triple fixtures really, or set of 3 fixtures. Kane in for Carroll for a hit. Not sure about that, to be honest. I mean, Kane is the better long-term option, so it's not the worst transfer. But obviously, Carroll is finding maybe a bit of form, but Man City at home, not the best fixture. Just not sure. Like Ken says, I don't know if you want to get rid of an informed player. Have you not got another way to get him in? Barkley and Kane and Falana and Carroll. Yeah, I don't know if I like that, to be honest. But I am a bit biased against Barkley. Is Jones definitely going to play the next 3? He should do. Again, like people were saying for other players, keep an eye out on the FA Cup. Well, I think Jones right now is the number 1 centre back with Bailly away. Do I regret selling Carroll, or am I happy with my setup? Yeah, I mean, obviously you can never be happy about selling someone that scores, especially when they score a brace. But you got to remember the first week I got rid of him for Crouch, who scored 11 points, and Giroud scored, so it's part of a hit. Obviously, this week he didn't go so well, but it's just one of those things. Not too upset, to be honest. The thing is, you get rid of someone like Carroll, it's not punishing. You know, not many people had him anyway. It's not like selling Ibra before he goes on a run, or when we sold Sanchez, or I didn't even have Sanchez early in the season. So when he got that 23 points against West Ham, that was a bit gutting. You've had Stones since day 1. You still got him? You can't get rid of Stones, come on. Luke, you did miss your tweet getting mentioned. And as you've basically admitted, switching off from the stream, there's absolutely no way we can go through it again. Only joking, of course. I'll just do it quick. Oh yeah, I basically said that you haven't got any money in the bank, so whoever you're getting at Kane or Ericsson, you have to take a hit unless you get rid of Ibrahimovic, which you shouldn't do. So I think I don't know what your your plan is to get them in really, but Lallana to Ali could be good basically. It's hard to say. Oh, that's good news about Mason. I gotta sell Stones. Come on, man. Should be your number one priority. Then again, you're probably miles ahead of me in the rankings, so don't listen to me. Want to punt on De Bruyne, but him and Aguero is asking for trouble, isn't it? Short answer is yes. That could be trouble. It depends if you think Man City are suddenly going to start putting or creating and putting all these chances away in the next couple of good fixtures. But you got a really nice defence. I don't know. Don't know about bringing in De Bruyne, to be honest. Don't think I'd be doing it. But if that's your gut feeling, go for it. 36 points. Has anyone done worse? That is pretty bad this week. Yeah, Jesus was apparently really good when he come on, but is he going to start? Probably not. Did he come on in for Aguero, or did they play together? Did he play up front, or did he kind of play like wide forward? Captain Lukaku at the last minute took a Sanchez. Ouch. I came on for centre. So did he play like kind of wide forward then? Like as part of the front three or whatever? Left wing. Yeah, it'd be an interesting. Do you know what we need something like Aguero getting injured just before Man City have a double game week or something. Knowing that Gabriel could get rotated still, but the risk is there. That'd be really good. That's the kind of punt you want to have the option of in a double game week. One that could pay off with loads of points or absolutely fail. Oh, the Friday night poll still active. That's annoying. Oh, okay. I can actually see the results, so I realise now. Without having to go into the stream myself, and I can delete it too. It should be gone now. I'm still trying to get used to this, the stream controls. How come I support Man United? Your accent doesn't sound particularly Mancunian. No, I'm not from Manchester. I got a cliche story. I have an uncle that really got me into Man United when I was younger. And obviously they were winning stuff. I'm sure when I was like 5 or 6 years old that had a big thing to do with it. You can't really change, can you, as you get older? And funnily enough, that uncle that got me into it doesn't even watch football anymore. Just has no interest in it whatsoever. But he bought me my first kit when I was 2 and kind of went on from there. And I've still got that kit actually. It doesn't fit so good these days. Who should I replace Lallana with? I have 8 in the bank altogether. It depends on the rest of your team, really. What's my FPL ID? Hang on. Oh, it's 113. I'm going to start linking my team in the description, I think. A lot of my school friends supported Man United over Southampton. Yeah, it happens. Like, I had friends that supported Arsenal. Like, none of us were from... Like, we were from the West Country, and they were supporting Arsenal. Arsenal were winning stuff back then. Like, no one supported Chelsea, Man City when I was a kid. So I don't have many friends from school who support them. Obviously, they have more support now. Like, my little boy, I'm trying to, kind of wean onto Man United, but he likes Aguero, or he did. He likes Man City, so... 113, F5 in. Yeah, of course. Oh, to be fair, most of the Twitter accounts I follow are all FPL related, so I know when it goes up pretty quick. Yeah, let's talk FPL Winnie League. I should do that, shouldn't I? I could just create it now. I just need to decide what week to start it in. I might just start it for the next week, actually. There's 10 weeks to go, right? 10 days. Now I can leave entry open. Maybe close it in a couple of weeks, but start it from this week. So yeah, start it from game week 23. Maybe close entries by game week 26, something like that. So obviously if I just leave it open to the next game week, then it relies on people seeing the next couple of videos or streams. If that sounds good. If I have enough space. But yeah, I don't see any problem with kind of starting it now. What about making a cup? Yeah, I don't know about making a cup just yet. That takes a lot more work than you think. Which I'm not necessarily against, but I don't have the time right now to figure that out. I mean, I helped TM with Last Man Standing last year, and that was just getting rid of teams, and you don't even realise how much work it is. With the way kind of FPL set up, removing teams from a league, it's a nightmare. It's just not quick at all. There you go. Feel free to join. I'll in fact, while I do it now. Yeah, maybe in the future we'd think of a cup or something, but I'm not even going to pretend that I've got the time to think about that at the moment. I'm going to start putting. Sorry, let me just. I'm just going to put the code in the descriptions of the YouTube videos. Tweet the link to the league. Why do you need a link? I've given you the code. Damn, you guys are quick. Yeah, head to head next season I like to. I think just for now there's not enough weeks left for the amount of people that will probably join. So I kind of want to leave that for now. Okay, sorry. Then people keep asking me for my team links, I'll just stick that in as well. Sorted. That's the admin stuff done. Ozil is the differential. Yeah, he's had a few shots today actually. Seems to have had most of the season more shots, less assists, but I don't know. You have the Morales versus Stanislas poll. Yeah, I've deleted that now. If you refresh the stream, it will hopefully not be there anymore. I didn't realise that the polls. I don't know if you probably never streamed from YouTube before, but there's kind of like an admin area, and it just stays. I thought it'd just be stream to stream, but it just stays. I got rid of it like about 10 minutes ago when Ken mentioned it. No, it's not your fault. I didn't get rid of it until about 10 minutes ago. I'll remember that for next time. I'll also try and remember to put up a new one for the next stream. Did Granville play Bellerin? Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, Baines or Coleman. It's pretty close. I haven't checked the stats for this week, but previous weeks they're very close on kind of goal attempts and chances created. Coleman tends to get in the box more, so he's likely to have shots from closer range. Baines tends to create a bit more. But Baines has got penalties, so that will swing it for me, I think. But also penalties could be the thing that get in the way, because I think that's why he's a better option, and Coleman will carry on scoring. But yeah, I'm going to get Baines if I get one. Costa to Kane. Honestly, that's not the worst transfer, I don't think. If you've got absolutely nothing else to do, I think long term Kane is the better option out of those two. Personally. But just remember that Chelsea's fixtures are going to... To be fair, their fixtures aren't the worst. It's Liverpool away, Arsenal home, Burnley away. I mean, not great, but not the worst. But then they get better again. So it depends how many transfers you want to keep making. Bearing in mind there are going to be blanks. So you kind of want to use your transfers as carefully as possible. Danny McDonald, Kane captain. Could have worse picks. I mean, some of them are pretty awful right now. I mean, obviously the other obvious ones are Sanchez and Ibrahimovic, but I can't. I mean, right now I don't have really good reasons why you shouldn't captain Kane, so it's a good choice. Should I wildcard? No way. I know. Get rid of Stones. Don't wildcard. I mean, the question you have to ask yourself is how many of these players do you change for wildcard? You keep Sanchez, you keep Ali, you keep Ibra, you probably keep Lukaku, Alonso, and Baines. That's pretty much the core of your. Felix is really good right now as well. That's the core of your starting 11. Don't wildcard. Be an absolute waste. Am I making my transfers tonight? I don't know. I don't think I will. If Ali rises, that's annoying, but I can take one drop on Hazard. I'm hoping that his transfers out won't be too bad that he drops within days again. Spurs defence will be leaking out shortly. Loris looks shaky. Okay, so Vertonghen's out. Toby's not definitely out. And Lloris is a great keeper. They're not going to play Man City again, like Hobble says. If Toby's out, then it's a different story. Like if he's definitely out. Yeah, Ali's pretty much rising tonight. Unless that's a bunch of wildcard transfers, which I doubt. He's rising. I know that. I might just take the hit on the price. I just think if I can get away with no other rises until at least the cup games have gone, then that'd be really good. Have you thought about this Jesus guy? Let's see. Yeah, we spoke about him about 10 minutes ago. It's just too risky right now. You just don't know if he's going to play. I was saying that if Aguero was injured going into the double game week and there was a chance that he would play both games, that'd be a really nice punt to have the option to take. Ali will rise again by Saturday. Yeah, he probably will. To be honest, at this point, I've lost so much money by waiting. I feel like I might as well just keep waiting. I don't know. I think I want Rizzo Hazard. I don't think I'm going to change my mind on that unless there was injuries. But we are going to know. We're not going to know who's definitely blanking. But we're going to know, FA Cup wise, we're going to know who's definitely not blanking. Which could be really handy. Especially if a couple of the big teams go out. Hazard to Ali done. Yeah, there's probably not much risk, to be honest. The only risk is that I do want rid of Hazard, don't I? I think I do. But here's the thing, right? The other thing that's going around my head of my transfers. Let's say I really only want Mkhitaryan for the whole game. If he is Ali right now, for example, yeah, let's say that he's Ali. Let's say Mkhitaryan is Ali. I don't think I take Hazard out for a Man United midfielder. If that makes sense. So really, I should keep Hazard, not get a Spurs midfielder this week, and just do Mkhitaryan to Ali the week after, and just keep Hazard. But I don't know. But obviously, the money would be nice. That gives me options then, defence, midfield, or even Giroud. But yeah, I don't think I bring a Man United midfielder in for Hazard, so I don't know if that means I shouldn't get Ali. Or is that just a really weird way of thinking about it? Yeah, I probably will double up long term. The thing is, I can actually, I actually have the money to do Hazard to Ali, and then Morales to Eriksen, and still keep Mkhitaryan. No Spurs for Sunderland is suicide. I know. I know I need them. I'll probably do it. I guess my point is, if I get rid of Mkhitaryan and he does well against Hull, I'm not going to be punished that badly. So maybe I should just do Mkhitaryan to Ali and leave Hazard. So I'd still have that Spurs player. But if I think Hazard's potentially a good option in a couple of weeks again, I just keep him. No, I'm probably just overthinking. Hazard, Van Dijk and Defoe to Yoshida, Eriksen and Costa. I mean, it looks fine. I should have... I see, Aguero is the one who's probably screwing you over a bit there. But I mean, it's still a nice team with him. I like the front line. I mean, Defoe out is probably a good thing. Hazard out, people are doing. So yeah, it's not the worst move. But obviously, Costa the next two fixtures, I wouldn't be expecting a great deal. Do we bench Alonso? No. Don't even need to look. Do I? Jesus. That's a hell of a team. Do you bench Alonso? I guess you probably do. Unless you play Alonso ahead of Phillips. I don't know what everyone else thinks. That's a hell of a defence. Okay, sorry, let's have a... Depends if you think Hazard versus Liverpool will outscore Mkhitaryan versus... Oh yeah, that's a good point. I suppose Hazard's going to fall, so I can get him back for a better price anyway. Yeah, I think I think potentially you could argue to play Alonso ahead of Phillips, maybe. Yeah, that is it's a nice defence. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do Hazard to Ali. I think I'm going to do it right now. I prefer Ali to Hazard for the next week, so I prefer Mkhitaryan to Hazard. Hazard's going to fall. He might blank, then again so could Ali, but... So what do I want to happen now? I want Spurs to lose in the FA Cup against Wickham. Don't do it, says TM. Why? I bet it's because of the blanks, I guess. So if Spurs win, he's likely to blank. Let's wait on TM. See what he's thinking. Push the button. Phillips or Ali? Ali every day. Still 2 hours? What's that got to do with anything? I need to sleep. Might get an injury. Worry about what near the time? The blanks. Yeah, but the problem is there is only... Once I do this transfer, I mean, I only have 5 more free transfers for the blanks. I could... Morales to Ericsson is tempting, I must admit. Four-point hit to bring in both Spurs mids. I mean, I'm super happy with that midfield then. But I don't know if... I don't know. I've only just got Morales in. Nice home fixtures. Yeah, I don't think I take a hit right now, that's for sure. But it is something that's crossed my mind. Does someone have a list of blanks? No blanks so far. Yeah, follow Ben Crellin on Twitter. There's a few teams that definitely won't blank, like Bournemouth, Everton, etc. Right, I'm going to transfer Ali in. Shit, am I going to do this? I've hardly done any early transfers this season. I think I'm going to keep Morales though, because Mkhitaryan can go for Ericsson the week after. The Mills are at home. Yeah, I'd still want Spurs players then, I think. Anyone think Lukaku is worthwhile? Yeah, I do. I think you have to be prepared to keep him for a period of games. Like, I think he could score, say, 30 points over 6 game weeks, so that's like 5 points a game, but he could just blank and then hit a brace or whatever. Blankety blank. I'm sure part of the questions for the Scoutcast will start to become about blanks, etc. What will I know after midweek? Oh, about 26. But that's likely to be Man United and Liverpool, right? I don't have any Liverpool. And I'm looking at getting rid of Mkhitaryan anyway, so Ibra and Jones can be benched. My team value is rubbish. 104.7. Selling value. God, sorry. A lot of clicking. It's pretty bad. Like when you see some of the super teams and I try and get the same, I'm usually like $1 million or 2 off. Oh wait, it's at the top, isn't it? 102.2. Oh wow, Arsenal can play. I've only got 1 Arsenal player though. So, oh no, 2. Sorry, Giroud as well. But Giroud could become Lukaku now. Who does Bailly replace at United? Probably Rojo. So it'd probably be Jones and Bailly. That's if Bailly even jumps straight back in the team. I mean, I assume he would. Oh yes, Southampton will beat Liverpool, aren't they? Okay. I still think I'm getting Ali. That's game week 23, so we're still 3 game weeks away from 26. You know what'll happen now? Hazard won't blank at all. I really want him back here and not be able to get him. See, now I'm talking myself back out of it in case I want Hazard back in. You expect Liverpool to go through. So who did Liverpool play? Leicester. Okay, so that's a non-issue for me. Yeah, I want Liverpool to win, don't I? Well, maybe not from a Man United point of view, but from an FPL point of view, because I own no Liverpool players and I'm not going to own any Leicester, I want Liverpool to win. Okay, sod it. Goodbye, Hazard. It's been. I don't want to do it. I don't want rid of him. No, since that 19-point haul, what we've had 9, 10. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Goodbye. I want to play 3-5-2 now, just because I like the way it looks. Just like seeing 5 midfielders. Probably because I play 3-4-3 so often. It's too late now. It's done. Chelsea will get like 2 or 3 penalties in the next 3 games against like Arsenal and Liverpool. I love Mkhitaryan. Look at him right in the centre. Hull at home. Differential central. He's going to be my game changer. Wild card him back. Get out. I have 3.1 million in the bank, so I've got options really. Might give Morales a couple more games and see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do Mkhitaryan to Kevin De Bruyne for Swansea at home. Mkhitaryan, he deserves some points. He has played better than the points he's had. He's surely due an assist. James, that's not even funny. You thought Ali took a knock. Give over. Bales, I literally just took Hazard out for Ali. I do think though it's a very similar to like he said, Hazard scored over 5 points a game the last 4 matches, which isn't bad. I know he's 10 million, but it just strikes me of getting rid of Kane after Burnley and Hull. He'll go on and do well. So I am regretting it, but I think a lot of the time you regret transfers like that straight away. We'll see how it goes. Ali 100, Hazard 12. What's that? It's nice to have a Spurs player finally. We've missed the boat of all those braces. Yeah, we have. He's not going to keep scoring those braces, but he's still going to score well, I think. Defoe and Pogba for Crouch and Sanchez. Yeah, that's probably good if it's 3-5-2, but just remember Pogba has Hull next. Hang on, Hazard's going to get 12 points over the next 6 weeks? Who's projecting that? Or am I completely missing it? Something here. Right, anyway. Any last minute questions you have to ask? Because we've been on an hour and 46 minutes. And some of us have work tomorrow. And have worked all weekend. And have to work the next 5 days as well. Oh, you're predicting 100 versus 12. Okay, well that's fine then. I made a good choice, didn't I? Do feel pressure to do transfers on stream, but at least this way I won't have to do one before the next game week because I've already done it. What does the WSM mean? Western Supermare. I've got to do all the YouTubey stuff. Make sure to like the video before you leave and subscribe if you haven't already. it's Western spelled like this. But yeah, basically. Right, I'm going to play an ad because I'm kind of interested to see how that works. Does it keep my face on stream? For those of you with ad block. Let's have a look. So I've clicked play ad now. Oh, okay. Some of your... Yeah, okay. When's the next stream? I don't know. I need to figure that out. Probably Sunday or Monday. Before the next thing. What's SGP? Anyway, the other thing you got to take into account with Hazard to Ali is it's also freeing up money. Which, okay, fair enough, I don't need right this second. But playing 3-5-2, I kind of like a better mid than Morales or Phillips long term. No, that's cool. You shouldn't see an ad necessarily. Will there be a stream of Fantasy Football Scout? No, not this Wednesday. A fisherman's friend mentor. Okay. I guess I can just sit in. Maybe next time I'll sit here for the next 2 hours, just pressing play ad. You can watch Fisherman's Friend mental ads the whole time. Yeah, but I don't really want to upgrade Crouch, to be honest, because then I'm just going to give myself a benching headache every week. Do you start Alonso or Stanislas for game week 22? I guess you mean 23. But you preferably want to start both, but you should definitely start Stanislas because, I mean, this is the second of his 2 good fixtures. After that, you're gonna struggle a bit more. I always find it hard to actually switch the stream off when I say I'm gonna switch the stream off. Okay, James. I thought I'd cheekily click it again just to see if you got a different one. I won't do it again. Don't panic. Not until I'm actually about to go. Do you now really want to buy Fisherman Friend Menthos to go with your PS4? Right. Subscribe, like. I will see you next time. I'll try and get a video out soon. And thanks all for tuning in. It was really good as always. I appreciate you tuning in. See you later on. As soon as I figure out how to turn this off. Bye.